in the tournament this weekend. It's going to be the Southern Smoke 15U versus the Southern Strikers 15U. Both teams have gone 3-0 on this tournament. I believe the Smoke will be the home team. They are, from a small margin, the number 1 seed. So the way that works, both teams are 3-0. The Strikers scored 25 runs in their 3 games. The Smoke scored 23 runs in their 3 games. So the Strikers scored more runs, but the Strikers allowed 4 runs, and the Smoke just allowed 3 runs. So if the records are the same, the next level of decision is runs allowed here in this tournament. So the Smoke allowed less runs than the Strikers, so I believe the Smoke will be the home team here this morning. This was originally scheduled as a pool play game, with the championship game being scheduled for 1 o'clock. However, with the outcome of that game not meaning anything other than home team, and with the weather that's expected to come in here this afternoon, the decision was made to do away with the final pool play game between these 2 teams and just make this game the championship game, which I think probably makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense weather-wise, and also makes a lot of sense just health-wise for the players here. Not as many pitchers have to throw, not as many pitches have to be thrown. So not a bad decision to make, especially when the outcome of the pool play game wouldn't have made a difference on who played for the championship game. The only difference would be home team and visiting team. So this is the championship game. Southern Smoke will be the home team, and Felix Reynolds will be on the bump for the Smoke. So we will have the top of the first action here when we return from this message from our fine sponsors. We have many sponsors to help bring these broadcasts to you, and we thank every one of them, and we've got a little commercial here to highlight them. All right, welcome back to the broadcast. Richardson will be leading things off here for the Strikers. Defensively for the Smoke, Felix Reynolds is doing the pitching as he throws the first pitch in for a ball. Jetson Holt is doing the catching today. Easton Oaks is playing first. Lane Willis is at second. Luke Lovelady is at short as the next pitch comes in low, ball 2. Noah Myers is playing third base. Maddox Dillard is in left. Cam Welsh is in center, and Jared Crompton is in right. That one misses just inside, so Reynolds behind in the count early, 3-0. We got a game changer, Jonesy?
Number 7, Grant Holloway.
Holloway will be the next batter for the Strikers. No one did. So Reynolds brings that one in for a swing and a miss, strike one. Hi, Paul.
What's in the shade? Huh? The shade?
That one is chopped foul. Noah Myers unable to get there. So Reynolds way ahead in the count here, 0-2. Leonard still at first base. Reynolds checks his runner, comes set, delivers the 0-2 pitch, and that's popped up on the infield. Actually, that's shallow left field in no man's land. No one able to get to it. Dang. Man, that's a ball that probably should have been caught. It's high enough. Someone should have got there.
Number 10, Grayson
Lether, the next batter for the Strikers. First two batters are aboard for the Strikers. Runners at first and second. And nobody out. That one's high and tight, ball one. The 1-0 pitch from Reynolds is on the way, and it's grounded to first base. That's going to get by, and that is going to score one run. And leave runners at second and third for the Strikers.
Number 27.
So Coach Jones wants a timeout, calm his guys down. A rough start here for the Smoke. Nobody's out. And runners are at second and third. So the Strikers are threatening early here in the first inning. Smoke does have plenty of pitching available here today. Obviously Reynolds, the starter.
Number 27.
We have Luke Lovelady, the shortstop. He's available to pitch, as well as the second baseman, Lane Willis, and also the catcher, Jetson Holt, is available. That one is popped up. It is... What a snag. What a snag by Jetson Holt, just out of the camera view there, but right up against the net. Comes back and makes that catch on the foul ball. McPherson will be the next batter for the Strikers. One out now. Runners still at second and third. That pitch misses just outside, ball one. The 1-0 pitch from Reynolds on the way. That's swung on. That's lined to center field. That's going to get down as one run will score and the runner at third will hold. Puts runners at first and third now for the Strikers. One's fouled up, out of play, strike one. So Reynolds ahead in the count here, 0-1. So he's going to be safe. The tag was applied way too high. The throw was there, the tag was not.
Nice throw, Jackson.
So he is safe at second. No balls, 2 strikes to count on the batter. Would have been handy to get that tag down and make that out, and then maybe a strikeout here and get out of this inning. The 0-2 pitch. Nice 0-2 pitch there by Reynolds. Breaks just out of the zone, doesn't get in the chase. Reynolds still ahead in the count here, 1-2. That one swung on. Nice snag there by Willis at second for the second out.
Now batting, number 19, Haven Scala.
Scala, the next batter for the Strikers. First pitch to him is fouled back, out of play, strike one. So 2 outs now for the Smoke. Striker still threatening here with runners at second and third. The 0-1 pitch from Reynolds, outside, ball one. So counts even, 1-1. Reynolds has a sign, he comes set. The 1-1 pitch is going to be high, ball 2. Two balls and a strike now the count. That one was high, but he swung on and fouled it back. Evens the count now, 2-2. Felix delivers the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, gets just by the shortstop Lovelady as he dives, and that's going to score 2 runs. And that ball is going to be thrown to the catcher and then to center field, and he's probably going to score. Holy cow. So a ground ball to the shortstop turns into a home run, and 3 runs are scored, makes the score 5-0 now in favor of the Strikers.
Number 6, Braxton Leifer.
Nice picture of
Wafer, the next batter for the Strikers. The pitch swung on, foul ball, strike 1. The 0-1 swung on, fouled, out of play. So Reynolds ahead in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 from Reynolds, a little bit low, ball 1. Not a bad 0-2 pitch there. Low, 2-2 count now. Umpire rings him up on a called strike 3. May have been a little low, but I think the umpire may have helped us out, getting us out of that inning there. So, the top of the first gives the Strikers 5 runs. And we are headed to the bottom of the first. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to John A. Logan College. We are set for bottom of the first action, and Mason Bunting will be leading things off for the Smoke. Strikers, about the only 15-year-old team I know that has music, which is kind of weird, but that's okay. If the kids like it, I guess that's okay. So, Smoke have a lot to make up here after the 5-run top of the first for the Strikers. So, Bunting looking to get things started here to get some of those runs back.
Hey, get to the next guy here. Go 1-5. Not you. Oh, Mason.
Stewart is the pitcher for the Strikers. First pitch to him was called strike 1. That one hits the outside corner. So Bunting quickly down here, 0-2.
Oh, Mason. Put in play.
Expect something probably moving and out of the zone here. That's way high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to count.
Oh, Mason. Go, Mason. Boy.
1-2 from Stewart is high. Evens the count now, 2-2.
1-1-5. Go, Mason. Here you go, Mason.
A 2-2 is swung on, foul tipped into the catcher's glove for strike 3. So 1 up, 1 down now for the Smoke. Jetson Holt is going to try to get things started now for the Smoke.
Start it off, Will.
Stewart throws from the stretch. That one's high, ball 1. That one's swung on, and that's going to be down for a Base hit for Holt. So Holt with the one out base hit there, and Noah Molinax will come in to run for Holt as a courtesy runner. Holt doing the catching today. Luke Lovelady will be the next batter. Molinax takes his lead at first. Stewart gives him a check. He delivers the pitch. It's low and out. Back pick attempt at first, not in time. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Lovelady. Pickoff attempt, not in time. So they are awful worried about Molinax over there. And that's one of the jobs of being a base runner. Keep the pitcher's attention. That one's low. 2-0 count now on Lovelady. Two-0 pitch comes in for a strike. Lovelady stands in, awaits the 2-1 pitch from Stewart. High and inside, ball 3. 3-1 count now. Felix Reynolds will be on deck here for the Smoke. He'll be the next batter as Molinax takes his lead at first. Lovelady swung on and missed. Brings the count full, 3-2. Another pickoff attempt there at first on Molinax, not in time. Pitch to Lovelady. Low, ball 4. So it puts runners at first and second now for Felix Reynolds. Do have 1 out, runners at first and second. Catcher wants timeout, talk to his pitcher. Reynolds awaits the first pitch of his at-bat. It is on the way, and it's swung on. Hard ground ball to the second baseman. Out at second and out at first, so they turn 2 and get out of the inning. So after 1 complete, score is 5-0 in favor of the Strikers. We will return for the second inning after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to John A. Logan College. Anderson will be the leadoff batter for the Strikers here in the top of the second as his wonderful walk-up song ends. First pitch is high, ball one. The 1-0 comes in the bottom of the zone for strike one. Evens the count now 1-1. That ball is in the dirt. Ball two. 2 balls and a strike now the count. So counts now even 2-2. The 2-2 from Reynolds. Swung on, straight up. Holt has it for the first out. So 1 up, 1 down here in the second inning for the Strikers. Mowry will be the next batter for the Strikers. That is 2 pop-ups caught now for Holt in this game. That one a little easier than the first one. The first one was tough, right at the back of the screen. First pitch to Mowry, fouled back out of play, strike one. That one inside, 1-1 now. That one's low outside, ball two. 2-1 count now. That one comes in a little low. 3-1 count now on Mowry. Called strike evens or makes the count full. 3-2. 3-2 the count. Bounces, ball 4. So Mowry draws the 1-out walk for the Strikers. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order for the Strikers. Richardson, the batter. He walked his first at bat. Does have one of the runs scored here for the Strikers. Mowry takes his lead at first. First pitch comes in low, ball 1. Hard ground ball going to be in the gap for a 1-out single. We'll move the runners around. So first and second now for the Strikers. And Holloway. Holloway is 1 for 1 on the day. His hit in the first was the little blooper in kind of no man's land between third, short, and left. Got down for a hit. First pitch to him is called strike 1. Yo, 1, low, evens the count 1-1. That one swung on. Just foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. Ball and 2 strikes. Do have 1 out. Runners at first and second. The 1-2 must have been outside, I guess. So that evens the count 2-2. One's inside. Counts now full 3-2. That one chopped. Reynolds will take it himself. The runners at first and second do advance 1 base. So 2 outs now. Runners at second and third. And the Leafer will be stepping in. He is 1 for 1 on the day. So Smoke looking to limit the damage here. 2 outs. Runners are at second and third. Strikers are threatening here in the second. First pitch. Fouled up, out of play. So Reynolds ahead 0-1. That one's high, evens the count now 1-1. The 1-1 from Reynolds swung on, drove to right field. Jared Crompton unable to make the catch, and that will score 2 runs, making the score 7-0.
Number 27, Brody Severin. Yeah.
So a runner on first, 2 outs, scores 7-0 now. Severin is the batter. First pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. That one low and inside. Evens the count now 1-1. The 1-1 from Reynolds. High. Ball 2. Reynolds already to 53 pitches here, and check swing gets by the catcher, and runner will advance to second. So the umpire says no swing, but refuses to check with the field umpire, which is pretty common practice in baseball. Not sure why he won't check it. Makes no sense. That one in for a strike. Reynolds put some juice on that one. So, what could have been strike 3 if we would have checked is strike 2. That one blooped shallow center field. Lane Willis comes back and makes a nice catch there in shallow center from second. So 7-0 is the score. We're headed to the bottom of the second. So leading things off here in the bottom of the second for the Smoke will be the first baseman, Easton Oaks. So the strikers were trying to have everyone smell the baseball. For some reason, delaying the game here. But now they're ready to pitch. Easton Oaks steps in. First pitch to Oaks on the way. And called strike one. That one's in high, evens the count 1-1. That one's in. Right down the middle, strike two. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Find the gap now.
The 1-2 pitch to Oaks is on the way. It's swung on, fouled down third base side. So Oaks stays alive, count remains the same, ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 to Oaks, swung on, grounded. If there wasn't a fence, I could have caught that. So Oaks staying alive here at the 1-2 count. Oaks awaits the 6th pitch of the at-bat.
Good B.
And the 6th pitch is swung on, popped up. It's foul, in foul territory. Third baseman makes a play on it. So, 1 up, 1 down for the Smoke here in the second. They're going to bring Cam Welsh to the plate for his first at bat of the game. Stewart from the stretch delivers. Ground ball chopped to third. And that is airmailed. And Welsh is going to take second base, and he's in, safe. So nice aggressive base running there by Welsh, who takes second on the overthrow. So with 1 out, Smoke has a runner in scoring position for Lane Willis, who steps in. Welsh with a nice sized lead at second. Willis awaits the first pitch of his at bat. Willis calls time. Makes sense. Pitcher does work very, very slow. That was borderline a balk. Pitches the ball. One ball, no strike to Willis in outside. Ball 2. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike now to count on Willis. Willis fouls that one off. Brings the count even 2-2. Welsh has his lead at second. The 2-2 to Willis. Outside. Runs the count full 3-2. Willis drives that ball up the middle for a base hit. Welsh will round third and be held up.
Hit the ball, what?
So nice rip there by Willis. Puts runners at first and third with one out. And Noah Myers will be the next batter. Willis, the runner at first. Welsh, the runner at third. The pitch is high, ball one to the batter, Noah Myers. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, drove to right field. Catch is made, Welsh tags, and the throw home is thrown over, and Welsh will score on the overthrow. So 2 outs, scores now 7-1 in favor of the Strikers. It's going to bring Maddox Dillard to the plate. So with 2 outs, Willis stands on second. Dillard, his first at bat of the day, looking to keep this inning alive. That's high, ball one. The 1-ball, no strike delivery to Dillard is outside, ball two. Two 0 is going to get by, and Willis will move to third. So 3 balls, no strike, the count on Dillard. So Dillard going to be pretty picky here, I would assume. The 3-0 pitch, called strike one.
And now we go. We got here.
The 3-1 to Dillard, low, ball 4. So Dillard draws a 2-out walk, puts runners at first and third for Jared Crompton, the right fielder. Crompton steps in for his first at bat of the day.
Go for.
First pitch to Crompton in, outside,
Good eye.
ball one. These pitches have to be missing outside because from where I'm at, they look like strikes. I assume they're outside. 1 ball, no strike delivery from Stewart. Little curveball, strike 1. Evens the count now, 1-1. Crompton lays off with that breaking ball, falls in for a ball. 2-1 count now on Crompton. Smoke so far been able to put runners on bases, just haven't crossed many across the plate. 7-1's the score. That one's in, called strike 2. Counts even, 2-2.
Get lying in here.
The 2-2 pitch, swung on, popped up. Hopefully gets out of play. And the catch is made at the fence by the first baseman for the 3rd out. So the Smoke will leave 2 runners stranded, and they do get 1 run across. So 7-1 is the score after 2 complete innings. Welcome back to John A. Logan College. We are set for the top of the 3rd inning, and McPherson is the batter. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Does have an RBI and a run scored. First pitch to him from Reynolds is high, ball 1. Two of the count now, McPherson. That one swung on, hit him in the box, foul ball. 2-1 count. One swung on and missed. Evens the count, 2-2. Swung on and missed. Ball in the dirt. Nice scoop there by Holt, and tags him out for the first out of the inning.
21, Adam Stewart.
So that's going to bring the pitcher, Stewart, to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to Stewart from Reynolds is high, ball 1. So Reynolds quickly behind here, 2-0 to the pitcher Stewart. That one swung on, foul down the first baseline. 2 balls and a strike, now the count. Stewart's thrown 2 innings for the Strikers, thrown 39 pitches. He's given up 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks and a strikeout. That one then called strike 2, evens the count 2-2. That one swung on and missed for strike 3, so 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Reynolds here in the 3rd inning. So that's going to bring Scala to the plate. Personal opinion, if I was going to have a speaker for my team, I would get a good speaker that actually sounded good. That one is blooped to center field. That's going to be a base hit for Scala with 2 outs. So 2 outs, runner at first, and Leifler will be the batter. Leifler is 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out his first at bat.
Just like witches at Black Masses.
First pitch to Leifler is on the way, low, ball 1. That one chopped up the middle. Be a tough play. Lovelady makes the play, but I believe Oaks come off the bag there,
Number 24.
and he is safe.
Anderson. So I'm taking my time on my
So it's been a sloppy defensive game here for the Smoke today. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. The pitch swung on, slow roller to second. Willis fields it, flips to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So we are headed to the bottom of the 3rd. Smoke, do it for the Smoke will be the top of the order. We'll have that for you as we return here. All right, we are back for bottom of the 3rd action. And if any of our listeners would like to make a donation to the SI Strikers baseball team for a new speaker, I'm sure they would greatly appreciate it. This is the worst sounding speaker I've ever heard. Mason Bunting will be leading things off for the Smoke here in the bottom of the third. He's 0 for 1. This will be his second at bat of the day. Struck out his first at bat. And Jetson Holt will be standing on deck waiting his turn to bat. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Stewart taking his last warm-up toss here.
Oh, 5. Going 5. Come on, 5. Look at me.
Bunting awaits the first pitch of his at bat from Stewart. It's on the way.
Good.
Outside, ball 1.
Good lead. Going 5. Come on, kid. Come on, kid.
The 1-0 pitch from Stewart.
Come on.
Swung on, drove to center field. Center fielder dives and is unable to come up with it. It's going to roll down by the fence. Bunting turns second. He's on his way to third. And he's up easy with a stand-up triple to lead things off for the Smoke here in the bottom of the third. Nice effort there by the center fielder. Got a glove on it on the dive, but just missed. Definitely A for effort on that, though. Nice rip by Bunting as well. So Jetson Holt steps in. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Stewart from the stretch takes the sign. Nobody holding the runner at third. He delivers. Jetson, shallow left field. Tough play. Bunting does draw the throw, and he gets by, but the pitcher is there to back it up. So that's just good baseball around right there. Nice tag, nice job by Bunting there drawing the throw, but then nice job by the Strikers pitcher being back there to back it up. Otherwise, that would have been a run scored for the Smoke. With 1 out, Luke Lovelady steps in. Luke walked his first at bat. The first pitch to him is low, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Lovelady from Stewart. Swung on, fouled, out of play. That evens the count 1-1. Lovelady fouls that one back. Oh, just out of my reach. Out of play. So 1-2 the count now on Lovelady. We have 1 out. We're in the bottom of the third. Smoke has a runner on third. Ball and 2 strikes the count. The 1-2 to Lovelady. High. Ball 2. Counts even, 2-2. Two from Stewart. Lovelady fights that off, fouls it off to stay alive, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch again is on the way to Lovelady. High.
Yeah.
Runs the count full, 3-2. Nice at bat here by Luke Lovelady. Seen a lot of pitches. That ball's in the dirt, and Lovelady draws the 1-out walk, putting runners at first and third for Felix Reynolds. Reynolds 0 for 1 on the day. Smoke just 3 hits on the day. Bunting, Holt, and Willis have all collected hits. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Lovelady's back safe. So once again, Smoke with a couple runners on base. Let's just see if they can get him across home this time. The first pitch to Reynolds, outside, ball 1. So Reynolds ahead in the count here, 1-0. That one swung on and missed. Evens the count 1-1. So with a ball and a strike, Reynolds stands in. Bunting is at third. Lovelady is at first. There's 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Strikers lead this game 7-1. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. So Lovelady takes second. They try a quick throw to third. Luckily the third baseman saw it coming. Otherwise that ball was almost to the left field. Two-one count. Runners at second and third now. Be a big time for a big hit from Felix Reynolds. That one's outside. 3-1 count. Reynolds ahead. So he should be sitting pretty here, looking for something in the zone because it's got to be there. I'd be setting fastball. The 3-1. High, ball 4. Good a bat there by Reynolds. That's going to load the bases for Easton Oaks. Strikers coach is going to take a timeout. Easton Oaks due up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. The Strikers have, in this tournament, beat the Bats 7-2 and the Wildcats 6-2. And let's see, what was their, and they beat the Midwest Dirtbags 12-0. Smoke beat the Wildcats 4-3. Smoke beat the Bats 12-0. And the Dirtbags 7-0. Smoke currently trail this one 7-1. As Easton Oaks steps in with the bases loaded, 1 out. The first pitch to him is high, ball 1. The infield is corners in, middle is back in double play range. That one is called strike 1, evens the count 1-1. So worst case scenario here for the Smoke would be a ground ball to short or second to set up a double play to get him out of this inning. Bunting led things off with a leadoff triple. Lovelady stands at second, and that ball is going to get down. That's going to score 1 run for sure. Lovelady will hold up at third. So runners couldn't really take off until that ball found the ground. It was not a for sure hit, but it does get down. Oaks with the base hit, RBI. And the bases remain loaded now for Cam Welsh. Score's now 7-2 in favor of the Smoke. First pitch to Welsh is high, ball one. Welsh digs in, awaits the 1-0 pitch. It's swung on, fouled straight back. Evens the count up 1-1. Nice hack there by Welsh. Just missed that one. Wayne Willis, the on-deck batter, waiting for his turn. Again, the corners are in. The middle infield is back in double play range for the strikers. That pitch is off speed, and Welsh misses, strike two. And if I were a betting man, I would say Welsh is going to see that same pitch again. He does, and he swings and misses again. So Welsh will go down on strikes. So bases remain loaded now with 2 outs for Lane Willis. Willis is 1 for 1 on the day, looking to collect his second hit and get a couple RBIs here. It's called strike one, bottom of the zone. Runners with 2 outs now are going to be off with the crack of the bat, so a ball in the grass could easily score 2 runs here. A ball past the outfield would score probably all 3. That one's foul tipped, so Willis is behind here in the count 0-2. The 0-2 to Willis. Fouled off, strike one. Ball and 2 strikes now to Willis. Or no balls, 2 strikes. That one's high. Now there's a ball. Maybe I'm just a future seer. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curveball poked into center field. Scores 1. Center fielder mishandles. Lovelady is coming on home, and he is safe. Catcher mishandles the ball, and Oaks comes into third base with some heads-up base running there by Oaks, and 2-run score, making the score 7-4 now. Still in favor of the strikers. It's going to bring up Noah Myers. Willis, the runner at first. Check on him. Not in time. Almost threw it to the fence. First pitch to Myers is in. Called strike one. Two outs here. Runners at first and third. Willis, your runner at first. Oaks, your runner at third. Willis takes off. The throw to second is not in time. So Willis puts himself in scoring position now for Noah. The pitch was called a strike, so no balls, 2 strikes now on Noah. He can probably expect a curveball, most likely in the dirt here. The 0-2 outside, gets by, and Oaks is coming, and he is in time. The throw back to the pitcher was high, and Oaks sneaks in and scores another run, making it 7-5 in favor of the Strikers still. Ball and 2 strikes to count on Noah Myers. Lane Willis now stands at third. So Myers looking to get this to the next guy. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Nice block, but Willis with a good read, and he sneaks in home. What a read by Lane Willis on that. The catcher did block it, but it went out in front. And as the catcher went out to get the ball that he blocked, that left home plate wide open, and Willis took it. 7-6 now. Catcher gonna collect himself here. He may have taken that probably where it hurts, the way he's going on. So we're gonna give him a minute to gather himself. So nobody on. Score is Strikers 7, Smoke 6. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Noah Myers is the batter. He has 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah. Heads up play there by Willis. It was not typically a ball you would steal home on. He did block it, but Willis came in and got the run.
Now Noah.
All right, I think we're about ready. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. We have 2 outs, no runners on. The score is 7-6 in favor of the Strikers. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And catcher puts his helmet on, says he's ready. And it's not definitely not too convincing, but we're going. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Myers. Swung on. Little whiner to the shortstop, and he kind of dives forward and makes the catch for the 3rd out. So after 3 complete, score is Strikers 7, Smoke 6. We will have the 4th inning for you when we return. All right, we are in the top of the fourth inning. Leading things off for the Strikers is the last batter, Mowry. And first two pitches to him, 1 ball, 1 strike from Reynolds. The 1-1 swung on, foul territory. Oh, the dad in the left field outfield acted like he's going to catch it, but he chickened out at the last second. Didn't do it. Man. Ball and 2 strikes, the count to Mowry. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So 1 up, 1 down for the Smoke here in the top of the fourth.
Xavier Richardson.
So the Strikers will head back to the top of the order. Richardson will be the batter. He is 1 for 1, does have a walk. He scored 2 of the 7 runs for the Strikers. He digs in. The first pitch from Reynolds is low, ball 1.
Nice shot.
That one must have fell inside. 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch from Reynolds comes in. Low. 3-0 count now. So Richardson watches 4 straight balls to draw the 1-out walk. Puts a runner at first for Holloway. Smoke need to get out of this inning with hopefully no runs scored to give us a chance here in the bottom of the fourth. Time limit most likely going to get us here today. First pitch to Holloway, swung on, fouled, strike 1. Check on the runner at first, keeping him close. Not a bad idea. Holloway is 1 for 2 on the day. He has scored a run as well. Another check on the runner. We did throw it this time, not in time. Reynolds has thrown 79 pitches. He's faced 21 batters. He's allowed 7 runs on 7 hits. That one in low and outside. Ball 1. Counts even 1-1. That was pitch number 80 from Reynolds. Reynolds is set. The 81st pitch is flown into left field. Moanax on the run and makes the diving catch out there along the line. What a grab by Noah Moanax. Holy cow. What a play. So 2 outs now. And Leefer, the batter, he's 1 for 2 on the day. That's ESPN top 10 material right there. That ball is blooped into right field. And Crompton will get that ball in. So not much damage there. First and second now, 2 outs. And Severin will be the next batter. So Smoke just need a ground ball here. We've got a force out at any square base with runners at first and second, 2 outs. First pitch to Severin is on the way, and it's popped up in the infield. That's going to get out of play for strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to count on Severin. The 0-1 pitch from Reynolds comes in. Nice little pitch there. Strike two. Reynolds way ahead in the count here, 0-2.
Infield, middle. Back, Lane. All you got to do is get an out second here.
Nice 0-2 pitch there by Reynolds. Does fall inside, but beautiful 0-2 pitch there. 0-2, you don't want to give him anything too good to hit. Ideally, you want to get him to chase something. The 1-2 pitch. Again, low, but not a bad 1-2 pitch. 2-2, as we get closer to the full count range, then Reynolds will need to start bringing the ball in closer to the strike zone to avoid the walk. Runner takes off, and the batter swings and fouls it off. He probably should have let that hit the ground, and he would have had runners at second and third with 3 balls, 2 strikes. But instead, the count remains the same, 2-2. Reynolds turns to keep that runner close, as he did break the steal the last time. The 2-2 pitch, flown. Cam Welsh says he's got it, and he does. So Smoke will escape that with no runs scored. The Strikers will leave 2 runners stranded, and we are headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. Strikers do lead this game 7-6. We will have the bottom of the 4th right after these messages. It is? It is?
That's why I asked you.
Oh, I don't know.
Are we home?
We're home, yeah.
I think we're talking about 9 minutes.
8:30. Yeah, probably so.
So we're down 7-6.
Yeah. I don't know if it's an hour and a half time or what it is, but if it's an hour and a half time, then this will be it. So, welcome back to John A. Logan College. We're in the bottom of the 4th, which could potentially be the last inning of the game. If I'm trying to find the rules here, but if we have an hour and a half time limit, then that time will expire here in about 2 minutes. Let me find the rules. Hour 45 is the time limit, so we do have 15 minutes before that time expires. So this could, depending on how well our inning goes, could be the last thing, I guess. Noah Molinax is the batter, and he is down 0-2 quickly. The 0-2 pitch is high, ball 1. So a ball and 2 strikes to count on Molinax. Molinax is the left fielder that made the outstanding play there in the top of the 4th. That one low. Nice hold there by Molinax. Evens the count now 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Mullinax goes down swinging. And that'll bring
Hey,
Jared Crompton to the
you
plate.
still got time.
Crompton is 0 for 1. First pitch to him is called strike 1. Next pitch comes in high. That evens the count 1-1. Crompton fouls that one out. So ball and 2 strikes now the count.
Battle here, Jared. Battle here. Any way you can. Good.
Crompton foul tips that one into the catcher's glove. Strike 3, so 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring the Smoke back to the top of the order. Mason Bunting will be the batter. Last at bat, Bunting had a leadoff triple for the Smoke. This will be his 3rd at bat of the day. He's 1 for 2. First pitch to him is high, inside, ball 1. Second pitch is a ball. 2-0. That one swung on, drove up the middle for a base hit. And Bunting will be aboard with a 2-out base hit single to right field. I bring in Jetson Holt. So with 2 outs, the Smoke need to do everything they can do to at least get 1 run across the board. 2 outs. Holt the batter. Holt's 1 for 2 on the day. This is his 3rd at bat. First pitch to him outside, ball 1. So Bunting the runner at first, Holt the batter, 2 outs. Smoke trail this game 7-6. We're in the bottom of the 4th. And we are approaching a time limit. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Bunting gets back safe. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Holt. Bunting takes off. The pitch is fouled, out of play. Ball and a strike now to count. If we can get a successful hit and run and gap, Bunting has the speed to score from first base. He takes off, it's a ball. Bunting is safe. Safe at second, but comes off the base as he slides and is tagged out for the 3rd out. It happens with the turf here. The turf is slick, and sometimes you slide past things. So after 4 complete, the score is 7-6. 7-6. Yep. Strikers. Yep. So we will return after a word from our sponsors. So, new pitcher for the Smoke, Luke Lovelady will be the new pitcher. Felix Reynolds will move to third, and Noah Myers moves to second as Lane Willis takes over for Lovelady at short. We did get confirmation between innings. 10:25 is when time will expire. So no new inning will start after 10:25. We are in the top of the fifth. I had the volume turned down still from the commercial break, so if you did not hear me, 10:25 will be when time expires, so no new inning will start after 10:25. The Smoke is the home team here, so they will get last at bat regardless of the time. So McPherson will be leading things off here for the Strikers. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Does have a strikeout. First pitch of the day from the Lovelady. A little bit high, ball 1. That one is fouled. Reynolds comes a long ways and makes a sliding catch right by the visiting dugout. What a grab by Reynolds. That is off camera. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see that, but wow, what a catch by Reynolds. The coach is saying that he was in the dugout, which is not sure what we're going to call here, but yeah, you can't, after a play like that, you can't overturn that. If you overturn that call, then you are not a good person, because he worked hard for that. 1 up, 1 down. Stewart will be the next batter for the Strikers. So what started off as what I would call a poorly defensive game for the Smoke has turned into 2 outstanding plays. One there by Molinax in the left last inning, and then this most recent by Felix Reynolds in foul territory by the Strikers dugout. First pitch to, who is the batter? Stewart as a ball. Second pitch is a ball. 2-0. So Lovelady struggling to find the strike zone here against Stewart. The 2-0 pitch. Too low, he says. 3-0. The 3-0. Outside, ball 4. So with 1 out, Stewart is aboard. And that will bring Scala to the plate. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Scala's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. First pitch to him, called strike 1. Back pick attempt. Gets past the first baseman, and the runner will advance to second. So the back pick attempt puts that runner in scoring position now for the Strikers. Just 1 out, so that takes the double play out of play now. And a ball and strike is the count on Scala. That was high, but he swung and fouls it out of play. Ball and 2 strikes now, so Lovelady in a good spot here against Scala. Scala is disappointed in himself, rightfully so, after swinging at that pitch. I'd get him to chase one low here, Lovelady. What can you do? Nice 1-2. Doesn't chase. Evens the count 2-2. Beautiful pitch, 2-2, misses outside. Runs the count full, 3-2. Misses outside. So Scala draws the 1-out walk, puts runners at first and second.
Number 6, Braxton Leifer. In the masses, just like witches at black masses.
Leifler, the next batter, he's 1 for 2 on the day. He does have a strikeout. Double play is back in play now for the Smoke. The first pitch to Leffler is called strike 1. So one of two things should happen here: a strikeout or a ground ball up the middle, or a hard ground ball to third. Give us a chance for a double play here. That ball called strike 2. So Lovelady ahead in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 from Lovelady. Swung on a miss, strike 3. So that's 2 outs now, with runners still at second and third. And Anderson. Anderson's 0 for 2 on the day. Has put the ball in play, but is 0 for 2. Smoke, big out here for the Smoke. First pitch to him, called strike 1. Lovelady in a groove right now, with 3 straight strikes. The 0-1 swung on, chopped. Lovelady with the play off the mound, throw to first in time. And the Smoke escape with no runs scored. The Strikers will leave 2 runners stranded there. And we are headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll have that for you after this word from our sponsors. Welcome back to John A. Logan College, as we are set to kick off the bottom of the 5th inning here. We are 10 minutes away from the time expiring, so if the Smoke can get things rolling here and make this inning last more than 10 minutes and score a couple runs, we can win. If we extend this inning past 10 minutes and don't score, then we will lose. Justin Holt leading things off. He was the batter when Bunning was out at second. That last one, he flies that one to shallow center, and that's going to fall in for a leadoff base hit. So 1 pitch, 1 hit for the Smoke here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to bring in Luke Lovelady. He's walked twice today. First pitch to Lovelady in, called strike 1. Anderson is the pitcher. This is his 2nd inning of work. He's allowed no runs, 2 hits. He struck out 2. The 0-1 to Lovelady, swung on, fouled back. So Lovelady quickly down the count, 0-2. So Holt, the runner at first, Lovelady, the batter, he stands in with an 0-2 count. The pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes now, or 1 ball, 2 strikes. Back pick attempt, not in time. Holt back safe. Lovelady fouls that one up, out of play. Count remains the same, 1-2. Ball's low and out. Evens the count now, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Anderson, swung on, fouled, out of play. Count remains the same, 2-2. So Lovelady will await his 7th pitch of this at bat. Nobody's out. Holt, the runner at first, Lovelady, the batter. He's got a 2-2 count. 2-2 watches it for strike 3. It'll be the first out of the inning, as Felix Reynolds will be the next batter. Reynolds due for a big hit. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time, even though the entire Strikers dugout yells got him. They did not. Reynolds is 0 for 1 on the day. He does have a walk. First pitch he sees is high, and Holt is in safe with a stolen base, and the pitch was high for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes. Holt now in scoring position for Reynolds. Last time we played here, Reynolds did 1-hop one over the 370 sign in right center field, so he does have the power to put one out of here.
Come on now, Felix.
Reynolds made the outstanding play in foul territory last inning over by the Strikers dugout. Pickoff attempt. Not in time. The 1-0 is popped up and it's going to get out of play. So a ball and a strike now to count on Reynolds. Reynolds flies that one to center field. Center fielder's going back, back, back. He settles under. Holt will tag. He's going to third. He will be in safe. So 2 outs now, and Easton Oaks will be the batter. So 2 outs. Holt is on third. Easton Oaks is the batter. So a base hit by Oaks will tie this game, or a pass ball will tie this game. First pitch to Oaks. Swung on and missed, strike 1. That one's high. 1-1 count. Oaks fouls that one off down the third base side, out of play. So ball and 2 strikes. The count. Three minutes. 2 minutes. So ball and 2 strikes to count on Oaks. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing, foul, third base side. Oaks stays alive. Oaks ground ball up the middle. Shortstop comes across, makes the play, and he is out. I believe we will play one more inning. 10:23 is the time. 10:25 is the time expires. So one more inning. We are heading to the top of the 6th.
Go, boys! Hurry, hurry!
10:23. Welcome back to John A. Logan College. We are set for the top of the 6th inning. The time on this game has expired.
Number 16, Grayson Maury.
So this will be the last inning. Smoke is the home team, so they will get the bat. First goal for them, though, is to get out of this inning without any more damage and come into the bottom of the 6th with just a 1-run deficit. That is our plan. Luke Lovelady plans to do everything he can do to make sure that happens, and our defense plans to do the same thing. Maury is leading things off for the Strikers. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Does have a walk, does have a strikeout. He is the bottom of the lineup. On deck will be the top of the order for the Strikers. First pitch to Maury from Lovelady. Inside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch from Lovelady. Inside, ball 2. Lovelady behind early here, 2-0 in the count. 2-0 crosses the zone a little bit high, so 3-0 the count. Inside, ball 4. So Maury stands and sees 4 straight balls from the Lovelady to draw the leadoff walk for the Strikers. And top of the order, Richardson. He's 1 for 1. He has 2 walks on the day. The Smoke have walked 6 batters compared to the Strikers' 4 walks. First pitch to him, down the middle, strike 1. So Lovelady starts ahead on Richardson with an 0-1 count as Maury stands at first base with his lead. The 0-1. Back pick attempt there on the outside bunt attempt, not in time. Ball and a strike is the count. That one called a ball. Small strike zone here at John A. Logan. 2 balls and a strike. Strikers seem to be going to try to bunt this guy around. He does attempt at that one. And 2 balls, 2 strikes. So you can suspect that he will be swinging now with 2 strikes, as a foul ball bunt attempt with 2 strikes is an out. So he will be swinging away here. We'll see if the runner takes off. That's strike 3. Nice pitch there by Lovelady to get the strikeout, 1 out, runner at first, and Holloway will be the batter. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He does have a run scored. Lovelady from the stretch, he delivers. First pitch fouled off, strike 1. So Lovelady starts out ahead on Holloway as well. No balls and a strike. The 0-1. Low. 1-1 the count. Ground ball up the middle, double play would be ideal right here for the Smoke. And there it is. Flipped to. So we do get the lead runner at first. The throw to second is not in time. So 2 outs now, runner at first. And Leifler will be the batter. He is 2 for 3 on the day. So he's seeing the ball well today. So with 2 outs, runner at first, Leifler steps in. He is 2 for 3. First pitch he sees from Lovelady is high, ball 1. That one's in low. 2-0 count now. So Lovelady starts behind in the count here on Leifler. Behind 2-0. That's a ball, so 3-0 count now. So Lovelady needs to come back here with a strike to keep this at bat going. The 3-0 pitch from Lovelady is swung on, fouled back, strike 1. 3 balls and a strike. So Leifler being 2 for 3 on the day, he did have the green light there at 3-0, and I don't blame them at all. I would probably give him the green light as well. Luckily, fouled it off. Ball and 3 balls, 1 strike. That one swung on, missed. Runs the count full. 3-2. So the runner first is going to take off on this pitch with 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch swung on, fouled away, out of play. Count remains the same, 3-2. Hit a red Jeep. It doesn't say Smoking Pig on it, so we're good. So Leifler will see another 3-2 pitch here from Lovelady. Lovelady from the stretch comes set. The pitch swung on, flown to right field. And Crompton unable to come up with it. That's going to score a run. And Leifler is in with a triple. So 8-6 now the score.
Number 27, Ronnie Severin.
Severin, the batter. First pitch to him comes in high, ball 1. So strikers with 1 run scored this inning. They have a runner at third, 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch is drove to the shortstop. Lane Willis with some hops makes the catch for the 3rd out. So the Smoke will have 1 more opportunity here. They are down 2 runs. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th, which will be the last inning as time has expired. And it's going to be Welsh, Willis, and Myers. So it's going to be up to Welsh, Willis, and Myers to see how this game finishes up. We will have that for you when we return after this message from our fine sponsors. Welcome back to the broadcast. We're at John A. Logan College. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, which is going to be the last inning of the game as time has expired. And Cam Welsh will be leading things off here for the Smoke. Smoke trail this game 8-6. First pitch to Welsh, swung on and missed, strike one. The 0-1 pitch to Welsh, swung on and missed, strike two. The 0-2 is high, ball one. Ball and two strikes now the count.
Put her in play, 14. Go, Cam.
The 1-2. Swung on, line drive. That's going to get down for a leadoff base hit for Cam Welsh. So, one up, one on base for the Smoke. Nice rip there. Welsh was due for that. It's going to bring in Lane Willis. Willis with a line drive to second base, and Welsh is doubled up at first base. So what started off to be a hot inning for the Smoke is quickly 2 outs and nobody on. Noah Myers will be up to bat. 2 outs now. First pitch to Myers, swung on, fouled back out of play. Strike one. 0-1 count. Curveball breaks outside and low. 1-1's the count. That one's outside. 2-1 count now on Myers. That one pretty low in the zone, but called a strike. 2-2 count now. Ball, runs count full, 3-2. Myers looking to extend this to the next guy, which is going to be Maddox Dillard, who stands on deck. The 3-2 pitch, swung on, line drive up the middle. And Myers will be aboard with the 2-out single. And that's going to bring up Maddox Dillard to the plate. Dillard he's walked today. So he's had one at bat, he's walked. This will be his second at bat. Mullinax hit for him last time as Mullinax entered the game defensively. First pitch to Dillard is called strike one. The pickoff attempt at first, not in time. Pitch, and that's in for strike two. So the Strikers now 1 strike away from a championship here. The pitch, high, ball one. Ball and 2 strikes now, the count. That one's high, 2-2 now, the count's even. Dillard looking to extend this on. Jared Crompton will be the next guy if we can get it to him. The 2-2 pitch to Dillard. Swung on, fouled back. He stays alive. Count remains the same, 2-2. Dillard has the power to put one near the fence out here, so with the runner on first going on the crack of the bat, the 0-2 is swung on, the 2-2 is swung on and missed. So the Smoke will end up second place in this tournament as the Strikers will take the championship here. Final score, Strikers 8, Smoke 6. Thank you again to all of our sponsors that helped bring the live sports on Only Sports Broadcasting YouTube. If you haven't already, why don't you give us a follow, subscribe to our page, and spread the word about what we're doing. Thanks for joining us this morning.